myself is given to myself. All that I give, all that I give is given to myself. Beautiful. All that I give, all that I give is given to myself, is given to myself. All that I give, all that I give is given to myself. All that I give, all that I give is given to myself, is given to myself. All that I give, all that I give is given to myself, is given to myself. Very simple but so important chant. To realize that anything I give, what I give to thee is received by me, I like to say. You know, one day, I think a week or so ago, we sang the prayer of St. Francis together. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in loving that we are loved. Because we're one. Because there's only one person here. Not even person. There's only one extension of the love and the loveliness of God. And that's a direct quote from the Course, by the way. It's the description or the definition of the word Christ. It's the single extension of the love and the loveliness of God, also known as you. Isn't that beautiful? Now, of course, perceptual mind looks around and says, what does that mean? There's, 15 or so of us here. How about you and you and you? Well, that's the problem. God and, or multiple yous. Now, it certainly seems that way, and for a moment we're walking through this experience in this experience, but it's only to teach us one lesson, which is that anything I give to thee is received by me, because we're one. I'm not separate from anything that I give. And once we get that key part, the tumblers fall into place, the key turns, and we're home. But this also has a lot to do with forgiveness. Forgiveness is a key thing because, once again, the forgiveness of the ego is the idea that I can rise above this terrible thing that you've done to me, and in my infinite goodness, I can forgive you for it. So let me read a little bit from the lesson today because it talks directly to that. And remember, this is all in relation to that one line, all that I give is given to myself. It says, when you forgive a sin, there is no gain to you directly. You give charity to one unworthy, merely to point out that you are better. This is forgiveness of the ego. To point out that you are better on a higher plane than to he or she whom you forgive. In other words, you're separate. He or she have not earned your charitable tolerance, which you bestow on one unworthy of the gift. His sins have lowered him beneath a true equality with you. This is how you think. This is how the ego thinks. He has no claim on your forgiveness. He holds out a gift to him, but hardly to himself. So this is the ego's or the world or perception's idea of what forgiveness is. It's separation, or what it would call forgiveness to attack. But I want to go back just to the first couple of sentences of the whole lesson, because it says, today's idea, completely alien to the ego and the thinking of the world, is crucial to the thought reversal which this course will bring about. All that I give is given to myself. So if you want to rise above that ego's definition, we have to realize how alien this thought is. It's the last thing you're going to accept, literally the last thing, that everything that you give is only given to yourself. But because it is the last thing, when you get it, you're home. It's that final step into heaven. One little bit more as we go further into the lesson. It says, today we try to understand the truth that giver and receiver are the same. You will need help to make this meaningful because it is so alien to the thoughts to which you are accustomed. But the help you need is there. Give him your faith today and ask him that he share your practicing in truth today. And if you only catch a tiny glimpse of the release which lies in the idea we practice for today, this is a day of glory for the world. Just a tiny glimpse. That's all we need. Just a hint. To realize that, we're in this little playground. We're like children wanting to play with each other, and that's fine. But then you leave the playground and go home. And you remember that you never really were abandoned. You never really were away from your home. And so this is the moment that we can come together and have that experience. We talk so much about entering into the experience of this, not just intellectually, because try and get that intellectually and you'll fail. Because once again, it's so completely alien. So give up the need. Don't try and get it. Let it get you. Don't try and figure it out. Let it figure you out. I love those two things. I say them as often as I can. It helps me remember. I'm not here to figure this out. I'm not here to get it. I am here to get it, but not intellectually. But if I give up the need to understand this intellectually and just for a moment trust that, once again, he knows something I don't. He can see something that I can't see right now. Trust that. And what he's saying is quite literal. Everything that is said here is not a metaphor. It's not to be interpreted. That's one of the biggest roadblocks that people with the Course run into. What do you think he means with this? When he says that we're the same, that we're one in truth, what do you think he means? I'm pretty sure he means exactly what it says. Pretty sure. So don't try and interpret it. Just either believe it or don't. As we said yesterday, the ending is assured, so you're going to get this. Whether you get it now or 10,000 years from now is irrelevant. What's that word? Irrelevant. But you're going to get it because you've already got it. That's the key. This is over and done. It happened already. You're home. You won the game. The ending is sure. So, should we sing it one more time? All right, here we go. All that I give is given to myself. You guys did so well the first time. All that I give, feel it now, is given to myself. Is given to myself. There we go. All that I give, all that I give is given to myself. Nice. All that I give, all that I give is given to myself. Is given to myself. All that I give, all that I give is given to myself. One more time. All that I give, all that I give is given to myself. Is given to myself. All that I give, all that I give is given to myself. Is given to myself.